Hey, what's up? My name is Paolo. I'm a photographer here in the Philippines. Me and my team are shooting a wedding today, and I thought of giving you 5 practical tips to help you make better wedding photographs. Here we go. My first tip is to get there really early. One of the things that the bride and groom, and sometimes even the wedding planner, will ask you is what time you will be arriving. Although there is no standard answer to that, we usually go there around 3 to 4 hours before the ceremony. Remember that you will be documenting the entire day, from the bride getting ready up to the end of the party. At the start of the day, it would seem that you'll have a lot of time, but the truth is, when you start to work and shoot all that needs to be photographed, you'll see that you barely have time to finish everything that needs to be photographed. Getting there early gives you a chance to, number 1, scout for good locations to take your portraits or maybe shoot the details in. Number 2, check the light, anticipate where the sun will be. Number 3, coordinate with other vendors regarding the timeline for the day. Getting there early will help you a lot with managing your time all throughout the day. Number 2, photography is all about capturing light. My second tip is take control of the light whenever you can. Most times you'll be shooting at a hotel room with only one window, which means just one light source, so there will be a lot of contrast and shadows. This would be either good or bad depending on your style, but it would help a lot if you'll be able to reduce or increase that light at your command. That would mean using reflectors or maybe an off-camera flash. Drawing curtains and even closing windows will help a lot in controlling the light that goes in and out of the room. The more you control light, the better your photos will be. 100% guaranteed. So most weddings take place indoors, which means you'll be shooting at relatively dark areas. Which brings me to my next tip. Do not be afraid to shoot at high ISOs. So when I was starting out, I wouldn't go over 400 just so I'd get a clean image. But you know, like I said, sometimes the places can get real dark and I end up getting blurry photos because of motion blur. And I'm telling you, no matter how steady your hand is, you cannot win over motion blur. Well, you can, but you're using tripods and monopods, whatever. But sometimes you don't have access to those. You just do handheld, and motion blur will win a lot of times. So just do yourself a favor and put that ISO on high. Most modern cameras today have very clean images with 1600 ISO, maybe up to even 3200. I draw the line up to 3200, but that's just me. I see some photographers do 6400 and get even clean images, so whatever floats your boat, I guess. My point is, from my experience, a grainy photo is much better than a blurry one. So keep that in mind. My fourth tip. Be mindful of all the details in the wedding. Not only did the bride and groom probably spend a lot of money just to get the details right, but also keep in mind that wedding details is one of the things that make each and every wedding unique. So make sure to document that really well and present it at its best. For example, when shooting a bride solo portrait, I make it a point to always tell the bride to hold the bouquet just right below her waist. That way, the front of her gown would not be covered by the bouquet, and both the bouquet and the gown will be seen on the photo. One of the moments that bride and groom wants to be perfectly shot is the first dance. This I think is one of the magical moments when the bride and groom walks into the reception and takes their first dance as husband and wife. And for my fifth and final tip, When shooting the bride and groom's first dance, just shoot against the spotlight. It's that easy. You can either meter for the highlights, which gives you this very dramatic silhouette, or meter for the shadows, which gives you this very dreamy look. Either way, you can't go wrong if you shoot against the spotlight. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. I'm leaving you with some photos from this wedding, and I hope to make some more of these videos in the future, and I hope you keep on watching. See you on the next one.